So where'd that come from? They got rid of this whole bit.
No, I just don't think you know it. It's when you look cool, right? Yeah, I know, and I wanted to make sure. No, I even sent a case in. Yeah, they turned out to be nice cups. I was really happy. I see your hand up, but I just yeah. Yeah, they did a remarkable job. No, it's the guy from the Renaissance.
They were he just put a display case in there.
I'm
gonna show that.
Yeah. I had somebody think something.
Peggy, they got a website on the bottom.
You remember my dad? Tell me about it. Yeah. Okay. Tom's gonna put the websites up on the screen so you can see it. Okay. Oh, good. Don't use. They've got signs here everywhere. Okay. No, it says don't use. We've got 1 minute, so if you'll please take your seats. We've got more stuff growing out of this. We've got more stuff growing out of this that we can use. As the top looks, oh, there he is. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sergeant at Arms, let's pay respect to the colors. Thank you, all of you that have returned. I just have a couple of announcements before we get started with some more committee reports. First of all, I want you to know that this, from what we can ascertain, is the 31st year that our court reporter has been with us. Marlon Eng. I understand that Marlon's first year with the American Legion was when Brad Jorgens was commander. So let's stand up and give him a round of applause and say thank you. Many of us can't remember a different court reporter ever being here, so. Okay, we're gonna keep going, but be ready to fill in if you need to. Okay, I'm gonna bring up Teresa Ash. We talked about doing a fundraising campaign for Legionville on a social network, and she's gonna give you the details, and then I'm gonna ask you what you wanna do. So, Teresa? Good luck.
Good afternoon. I hope everybody's awake from lunch. For those of you who may or may not know me, my name is Teresa Ash. I am from the 4th District and previously your state PR chair. With the destruction with Legionville, social media has become a real active way of raising funds other than passing the hat and the traditional ways of doing that. One of the things that I've researched for the department is there's a national crowd fundraising site called Indigo. And if you look up on the screen, we have it up on the screen for everybody. And what it is we can send this out through social media and through emails, and then you can actually donate online. And you can even send it to them, forward it on to your friends and family members and community. We're trying to get this going to strike while the fire's hot. We want to get this out there as soon as possible. Now, with anything that we do, with any nonprofit organization, with any type of fundraising, things like that, there are administrative fees. For example, if we raise $100,000, they take 5% of that. That's administrative fees. The American Legion has them, the VFW has them, every organization in the world has administrative fees. If you pay by credit card, PayPal, things like that, through your social media, they also have fees. So we just want to let everybody know that, you know, whenever you do something, whenever you pay for something with a credit card, there's a fee attached to that. There's no difference with this, so we don't want any surprises. However, we want to get this out there, get this started, and we're going to be able to have this site set up probably by the end of this week with the approval of you to raise as much money as possible for Legionville. So with that, Commander, I think.
Okay. Stay here for questions. All right, for this to carry forward, I need a motion from the floor. Okay.
6th District, make a motion that we move forward with this plan.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Okay, I have a motion and I have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Oh, we do have one? Where? Okay, go ahead.
Is there insurance on that building that's got damage up there?
There is insurance on the building. I understand it's not the best insurance, but it is insurance.
No, it's the best insurance, but not all insurance covers replacement at cost.
Oh, it doesn't cover replacement.
I can explain it.
Okay.
Yes, we have a very extensive insurance policy for everything at Legionville. And it's not always, and we all have insurance, so we understand how insurance works, is that you don't always get it at full rate replacement. Sometimes it's prorated based on age, it's based on other things. So some of the items that were damaged will get full replacement costs because they're newer items, i.e. the building, my guess is there's not going to be much loss between the amount we get back and what it's going to cost to get the new, because it's a brand new building. It hasn't been there much more than a year. Other items have been around for a while. The canoes are a great example. They wouldn't value the canoes at nothing more than $200. Because they look at the canoes, they're beat up, they're old, they're canoes that have been around for 15, 20, 30 years. Now, to go out and buy a brand new canoe, you know it's gonna cost more than $250, but they're only insured at $250. They're not gonna insure a 25-year-old canoe for replacement cost. It's insured at what it's valued at, and right now they value those at $250. So there's gonna be some loss incurred in there. Newer items that had damage, like I said, they're newer, they're gonna be closer to replace than the actual value there, because they're new. That new building, damage was incurred to that, again, my guess to that, it's always gonna be 1 for 1 there. In the new building, there's a hole in the roof, and there's some soffit that was damaged when the tree that broke off the top and hit that roof, and it slid down. And again, it's a new building, so our guess, we won't know for sure until Wayne and Roy have that meeting face to face with the insurance adjuster, but there will be some things that we're not gonna get the full amount for that it's gonna cost us to replace those. This is a great example.
Yesterday, they have any idea what total damage was?
Total loss and damages? No, we don't. Until the insurance company comes through there and does an assessment. And again, trees, over 100 trees were lost. That's all pure labor. We're not gonna get paid for those lost trees or what it costs for our people to come in and cut those up, remove the brush, run the tractor, use the gas, use the oil, chainsaw gas, chainsaw oil. That's all volunteers that the insurance will not pay us for, because every tree on the property is not covered under the insurance policy. Only if the tree lands on the roof are we covered if they come in and have to pick that tree off the roof with a picker. Which we've had to do with some of the trees that were on the roofs. We've had to have a company that was there to fix the power lines and to repair the poles that were broke off. They also picked some of those trees off the roofs that were on the roof. And we'll get reimbursed if they charge us for that. Insurance will cover that.
Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph Street, First District. Just a couple questions. What is Indigo the best place to go? And also, in light of everything that we've raised so far today, would it be more prudent to kind of just form this up as a big plan and have it ready to go once we find out our numbers and get everything balanced off with what we got today versus our hypothetical total, instead of just charging forward out into nothing, just with the right idea?
Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you, that's up to you. You're the ones that are either going to amend the motion. I understand that WCCO is coming out with they're called.
Yeah, and I gave them an update that was.
That we were here and we were raising, but they will be doing something on
Yeah,
it.
that'll hit the news that we are raising funds, so they said that they will pass the word also.
Okay, so that. Address Indigo website. Okay, and I'll let Teresa tell you more about Indigo. I actually I was doing quite a bit of research yesterday and on the way up here, and Indigo is an international crowd raising for funding. A lot of the places out there that you go to, nonprofit organizations cannot use those. So we have looked at all those avenues, because there's a lot of them out there that are more famous. But Indigo is an international for nonprofits and educational purposes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yep. Yep. That's the reason Indigo. Because, there's so many others out there that you go fundme.com, but you can't use that for nonprofits. Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? It's carried. Teresa? And we move forward. Okay, let's continue with the committee reports. Let's see, who do we have up there? Oh, thank you.
Test.
Thank you, Jeremy. This will go faster. Okay, well, let's do finance. Finance.
Thank you, Commander. The Finance Committee was met at 1 p.m. in sales office at Jackpot Junction. Tom Bureau was elected chairman. Bill Getty was elected secretary. There were no resolutions, and the convention mandates were reviewed, and no mandates are recommended for removal at this time. Meeting adjourned at 1:15 p.m. Tom Bureau, chairman. Commander, I move the acceptance.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second. Jim Lucas, Post 134, Walker, Minnesota. Second motion.
We have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Americanism.
Thank you, Commander. Americanism Committee was called to order at 1 o'clock at Cross Narrows A and Jackpot Junction. Art Topkin was elected chairman and Deborah Norman was elected secretary. 9 districts were present. Resolutions 4 and 8 were signed to this committee. Discussion was held and both resolutions were passed. Resolution 4. Resolved that the American Legion recommend that the Department of Defense include the members of the National Guard and Reserve in its Spirit of Service Award, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the Minnesota American Legion Department Convention in Redwood Falls, July 16th through 19th, for concurring action, and be it finally resolved that this resolution be forwarded to the American Legion National Convention in Baltimore for concurring action. I move that this resolution be accepted.
We have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? We have a second. Okay. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
We also considered resolution number 8. Be it resolved that the American Legion publish a booklet which can promote our Constitution, our military power, faith, and capitalism, and that it be available for our post to purchase and distribute to our schools and public libraries. Be it further resolved that this resolution be forwarded for concurring action to the Department Convention, July 16th through 18th, Redwood Falls, and be it finally resolved that if approved, this resolution be forwarded to the action at the National American Legion Convention in Baltimore. I so move.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? We have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Convention mandates were reviewed. Mandates for 1983 and 1989 are recommended for removal at this time. These mandates have been accomplished or no longer have meaning or purpose. The mandate for 2012 was recommended to be added as per recommendation of the Judge Advocate. Meeting was adjourned at 1:40 p.m. Art Topkin, chairman, Deborah Norman, secretary. I move that this report be accepted.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Paul Edwards, 6th District, Post 255.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. We're going to stop with our reports for just a few moments so we can stay on schedule. At this point, I would like to call our immediate past Assail Detachment Commander, our friend Dennis Hinkmeyer. There you go.
Carl, did you see that?
I saw that. Wait until next
year. Thanks. Commander Moon, past National Commander Ludwig, my dear friend, NEC man Ray DeZurich, we're going to miss you, buddy. Delegates to this convention. As of 11:17 a.m. today, July 17th, I can report to you that I bring greetings from 11,323 members of the Detachment of Minnesota Sons of the American Legion. Right now, and as it has been for many months, we are #1 in the central region. There are a total of 8 detachments in that region. In the report that I received today, if you take a look at it, we're standing at number 11. But 8 out of those first 10 detachments have a membership of less than 1,000. Just to give you an example, the District of Columbia has a membership as of last year of 191. And this year they're standing at 290. So it's really hard to compete when you have a detachment that is over 10,000 in size. However, the only other detachment that is in front of us is the detachment of Florida, and right now they're at 106.446%. We are at 104.804%. We are only 21 away from the last national target of the year, which ends on July 23rd, next week. And so I'm assuming that there's a good chance that we're going to hit all of the 11 targets from this past year. In addition to that, we chartered 4 new squadrons this past year in Minnesota. 2 of them in the 6th district, 2 of them in the 2nd district. So membership-wise, we had a very successful year, and I'm very proud of every SAO member out there that worked so hard to bring this goal to reality. Are there any dual members out in the audience today? Could we ask them to please stand? Wow, look at that. Dual members of the American Legion and Sons of the American Legion. No, you can sit down now. Other than that, as you have probably seen in the Legionnaire, my personal project for this past year has been the Minneapolis Fisher House. And my figures right now don't quite agree with what they're showing at the VA in Minneapolis, but we're somewhere around $35,000 that we have raised for the Minneapolis Fisher House this past year. Madam Commander, if I could get you to step up here for a few minutes. At our detachment convention, the very last weekend in June, there were a number of donations for various projects that were made. And this is only money that was raised at the detachment convention. Does not take into account what money flew in during the year or at our very successful fall conference. Child Welfare Foundation, $1,972.
Oh.
John Zagoda, Disabled Deer Hunt for Veterans, $1,275. The Fisher House, $850. In addition to that, I have another check here for $100 that was given to me at the convention this weekend.
Fisher House.
For the Fisher House. Legionville, as I mentioned the other evening, $2,080.74. The Legacy Scholarship, $150. Girls State, $100. Boys State, $100. The American Legion Family Hospital Association, $200. Brain Science Foundation, $1,038. The National Endowment Fund, $100. The Children's Miracle Network, $200. And finally, the National Emergency Fund, $100. So our total donations at our detachment convention came to $8,165.74.
That's very admirable.
So unbeknownst, the fourth district, the fourth district, the fabulous fourth.
Yeah,
They're saying that they're gonna take some of your money from Legionville because you're gonna use it for a cruise. That's what the rumor they're spreading.
Aren't they sweet?
Look at you.
Yeah.
So anyway, here are the
here's all
envelopes
the
with
checks?
and you got the other check.
Okay.
And with that, at the close of the convention tomorrow, I will remove this hat for one last time. And thanks to the support that I got here in the Department of Minnesota a year ago, if all goes as planned, I will be elected a National Vice Commander of the Sons of the American Legion in Baltimore, Maryland. Other than that, I forgot to recognize my beautiful wife, Denise Milton. Okay. Denise, would you please stand?
Boy, that was close. That was close.
Oh.
Doug? You want to recognize Doug too?
Doug, is he in the
Bible?
Oh, there he is, Doug Bible, past National Commander of the Sons of the American Legion. Doug, if you were here for the memorial service yesterday, Doug did a fantastic job.
Yes, he did.
It was very enjoyable listening to him. I think that is it.
That takes care of it? Okay, we'll see you later.
Oh, one other thing. Gene Oswald, please stand. The incoming detachment commander for the Sons of the American Legion, Detachment of Minnesota, Gene Oswald from the 2nd District.
Okay?
We're done.
Thank you very much, Dennis. You've done a remarkable job this year. We are all very, very proud of the Sons in Minnesota. Next, we will have Tom Hallett for the Boy Scout, our Boy Scout of the Year.
Thank you, Commander. Everyone here okay out there, I hope? Tradition, I always try to start these off with a small joke, but I have some administrative first. I have 2 Boy Scout certificates, one for Post 545 at Spencer and Post 95 in Glencoe out on the table out there. If you come and get those, I'd appreciate it. Ole and Lena were at the Sons of Norway monthly meeting at the Eagles Club in Mankato. And Ole, being a past president, decided he'd spend a little extra time socializing with the boys. So they're on their way home, and Lena says, Ole, you're driving a little fast. He says, no, I'm not. She says, oh, yes, you are. He says, no, I'm not. About that time, the siren goes on behind the vehicle. So he pulls over the side of the road, and he looks back there, and Lena's still kind of yelling at him. He says, oh, it's Lars. He's my good friend, Lars. So Lars comes up and says, Ole, he says, you're speeding. No, Lars. You know I don't speed. He says, yeah, you're doing 50 and a 30. He says, Lars, you know me. It's Ole, your good friend. I wasn't speeding. And about that time, Lena leans over and says, Lars, don't argue with him after he's been drinking. That's kind of the way it works, doesn't it? First, I want to thank Commander Moon for appointing me again as Boy Scout Chairman. It's part of my life. I appreciate it. Next, I want to thank all 10 Boy Scout District Chairmen. Without them, the program really doesn't run. And if you're present, please stand up. 1st District, Gary Weaver. I'm with the 2nd District. 3rd District, Leon Dalle. 4th District, Robin Pickery. 5th District, Jim Munson. 6th District, Dave Devara. 7th Debrava. 7th District, Warren Sandstrom. 8th District, Larry Pobek. 9th District, Paul Anderson. And 10th District, Bill Fredericks. Without those guys, it doesn't work quite as well. It's been an outstanding year with the program, and of course with your local post support of your local PAX troops. Council is also greatly appreciated. From its birth, the American Legion has supported wonderful scouting youth programs with both volunteers and financial assistance. Additional thanks go to all the posts who have donated to the Department Boy Scout Council Assistance Fund 81 and still going. Your donation certificates are out on the table, and there's only 2 left. The fund status as of May 31st, 2015 stood at $38,705. Please make this a yearly contribution to your fund. We're striving to raise $40,000, and I'd like to kill that number next year and be done with this program. Current records show that there are several districts yet to participate. And with that, I would like to take a moment and introduce to you our Eagle Scout from the great state of Minnesota for this year. And he's from the small town of Olivia, Minnesota, which is just down the road a ways from here. So at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Cody O'Halloran.
A little intimidating, isn't it? Yeah. Now you know how I feel. Go ahead.
I want to thank the American Legion for awarding me the Eagle Scout of the Year. It is quite an honor to be the recipient of this award. I joined the Cub Scouts and then I was bridged over to the Boy Scouts in 5th grade. It's been a lot of fun in the Boy Scouts, and they've taught me a lot of things and had a fun time. And it has a lot of the same values as the American Legion. So when I went to decide my Eagle Scout project, I decided I wanted to do it for the American Legion. Because I wanted to honor all the veterans for all their service. My project was a circle landscaping with 3 tiers that included 3 flags and a memorial monument to honor all the veterans and for their service. I had the American flag up on the top, highest level, with the 2 other flags on either side on the level right below it, with the monument out front to honor and pay respect to all those veterans. I was happy to do something and give back to my community and to all those veterans who have served for our country. Thank you again for this great scholarship. It will help me further my education at the University of Minnesota in Morris. Thank you again for this great opportunity and for everything that you all do for us and our great country.
So Cody, I present you with the 2015 Eagle Scout of the Year plaque for outstanding achievement in scouting as an Eagle Scout. Here you go, and you guess what? You have to have your picture taken. We'll get Al over here. Sorry, Al. Okay, and you get to have one of my cups too.
Thank you.
You can start your day with that, okay? All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, what do we have? We have Boy State, Lee Tollickson.
Thank you, Commander. First of all, I'm not the Boy State director. That's Mike Reddick, and he's at Boys Nation in Washington, D.C. So I'm a stand-in, has been. But first of all, I'd like to recognize all those veterans that have been counselors or associated with Boys State. Would they stand, including the commander? Come on.
Come on, counselors.
Look at all we got. Thank you for your service to your country and to Boys State. Now, a question for all of you in the audience. And when you go back to your post, after what year of high school do you become eligible for Boys State and Girls State?
Junior.
Only time ever is after your junior year. How many veterans I get that come up to me and ask me that question? Can my son apply for Boys State? He's a sophomore. I say no. Can he just graduated. Can he go to Boys State? I say no. The only time you can ever go once in your life is after your junior year. And you know who doesn't understand that? The American Legion baseball coaches. And their favorite guy that's going to be their pitcher or their top hitter, and they've got 2 games that week, so he can't go to Boys State. I say baloney. He can pitch or he can hit the next week or for the rest of his life, but he only has one opportunity to go to Boys State. So hopefully you'll take that back to your post. Now, in your present American Legion, Minnesota Legionnaire that Al Zidane does such a great job of, there's a special report, pictures first of Boys State and Girls State, and a report of the Boys State Committee. So look in there and you'll be able to see. We had 344 boys at Boys State this year. We're in the last, we just completed our 9th year down at Marshall. And we have 1 more year to go on our present 5-year contract. And we award the contract every 5 years. So sometime this year, we will be looking at all of the applications that we have that want to be Boys State college sponsors. We always hold it on a college campus. And so we'll make that decision this coming year. Are there any questions about Boys State that I might answer today? If not, I'm going to tell you about the awards, and then we have a speaker here. First of all, the governor of present Boys State was Anthony Rose, sponsored by the Buffalo Post 270. And he's the 2015 governor that will take over. He got inaugurated on Friday night this past year. He will be there all next year and run Boys State. We have 2 boys at Boys Nation, as we do each year. And the Wayzata Ascalon Post 118 sponsored Jarrett Heflin, and he's there. The Anoka Edward Cotter Post 102 sponsored Christian Toronto. That name may be a little bit familiar to you because it was his brother that became the Boys Nation president 2 years ago. And North End Post 474 has sponsored Sam Swanson, and he's here today to talk to you, and I'll introduce him in just a minute. And the Wake Park Silver Star Post number 428 sponsored Isaac Logeman. And both Sam Swanson and Isaac Logeman, their brothers were at Boys State before. And Isaac Logeman is our present Samsung Scholarship winner in the state of Minnesota. And so he goes into the national competition. And you know that Samsung Scholarship is a tremendous scholarship to receive. Okay, let us now have Sam Swanson come up and tell you about his experience at Boys State. Sam.
On that very first night of Boys State, Director Bredick stood before all of us delegates and said, if I were to offer each of you your spot at Boys State or $5,000, I think that this conference room wouldn't be nearly as full. However, after my week at Boys State, I can see that this experience would be well worth the cause. Hello, I'm Sam Swanson, winner of the Lee Crow Award, first alternate to Boys Nation. But above all else, I'm a proud Minnesota Boys Stater. For me, the week of Boys State started out with a bang. The same night that we checked in, we were introduced to all the Boys State staff. And I knew it was going to be a great week. Many of the older staff members were members of the Legion and had been there for 15 years or more. And they were committed to making Boys State as awesome as ever. From the beginning, we were taught all about the processes of government, detailing city, county, and state, along with the work of the legislature and the importance of separation of powers. The rest of the week was devoted to executing these processes that we had learned about, to teach our 344 Boys Staters how to influence legislation at all levels. It began in our city conventions. Every delegate was grouped into one of 12 fictitious cities, and those cities were further split into Federalist and Nationalist parties. At each city convention, one party was present, and they discussed party platforms and delegates to send off to the next level, the county convention. At the county convention, we yet again discussed party platforms and delegates to send to the state convention. But here we also discussed county endorsements for state offices. Finally, the state convention was a grand event. 72 delegates and 72 alternates, with 12 from each of one of the 6 counties. At the state convention, the finalized party platform was discussed, and party endorsements were chosen to appear on the ballot. One of the greatest memories I have of my Boys State comes from our state convention. One of my friends was running for Associate Justice, and he ran around the floor, pleading with every county for their votes, and dropping quick punchlines like, "It would be my honor to be your honor." Right after our state convention, we moved straight into elections for the other part of the political spectrum. Rather than state offices, we elected legislature and county officers. Immediately after this, the legislature went into session and county meetings began. Counties worked on solving domestic issues, and the legislature worked with lobbyists to write and pass bills. Finally, the governmental process we learned about was over. 344 Boys Staters had registered to vote countless times. City, county, and state offices were elected. Bills were passed. Experiences were gained. We had just mirrored the process that many of us will partake in during our lives, influencing legislation, standing up at city conventions to make our voice heard, and making America a better place. Boys State was an excellent experience. Outside of the governmental process I just described, our schedule was filled with that of many renowned speakers. Some of these speakers included Commander Moon, who told us about the origins of the American Legion and spoke about how it was our time to carry on that legacy. Joe Main, who spoke to us about how to build professional connections and really on a work standpoint. Justice Paul Anderson highlighted the work he has done as a justice and how the Supreme Court works with district and appellate courts. On Wednesday, we were given an opportunity to listen to Marty Seifert explain lobbying and what goes on with interest groups in the legislature. After that, Dean Johnson spoke to us about how to be an effective and efficient leader and to make America better through just doing that. Finally, on Friday night, we had our concert with choir and band performances, a final address by our last governor, Tucker Pearson, and a speech by our new governor, Anthony Rosa. Through this full week, I was able to learn so much through my own experiences, my failures, and through the advice of experienced individuals. However, I am just one of 344 Boys Staters, and every other delegate has a different, but just as profound experience. Every year, the American Legion makes it possible for this excellent program to go on, to continue conditioning and nurturing America's future generations. Without all of your visible or silent support, whether you are one of the awesome staff members attending, a member of the Legion post that supported a Boys Stater, or representative of the Legion itself, without you, Boys State could never go on. So on behalf of myself, Director Bredick, and the other 343 Boys Staters, thank you for your generosity, your talent, your skill, your hard work. 344 boys can now join the real world and uphold the legacy you've all fought to create.
That was wonderful. Thank you. And here, take one of my cups. You can start your game, all right? With the American Legion.
That's the kind of boys that we get at Boys State. Thank Sam again for that wonderful presentation.
Yeah.
We've had Boys State in Minnesota for 67 years. And one guy has been there for 65. So that shows you the commitment that we get from the people. Sam didn't get his plaque here because he got his plaque at Boys State. But we would like to honor the posts that sent various boys to Boys State. And if somebody from that post is here, and I read them earlier, Buffalo Post 270, somebody here is from Buffalo, and that's for the governor's trophy. And Wayzata Post 118, there's several people here from Wayzata, come up. And the Edward Cotter Post 102, and that's for both of the last two are Boys Nation. And go ahead, we'll get all the way up here. And North End Post sponsored Sam here, so come up there. And the last one I have is Wake Park Post 428. And they sponsored Isaac Logeman. So if those will all come up on stage, we'll get a picture taken with all of them.
We want to move down here by the flag? Yeah. Al likes it.
You put down. Now, one thing I might mention is that the Wayzata Post has sent 12 boys and 12 girls to Boys State and Girls State for the last several years. But in the article in the Minnesota Legionnaire, you will see that she and her husband has been transferred to North Carolina. And so she's going to be gone. So it remains to be seen what Wayzata will sponsor in the coming years. Now, if a boy doesn't have a sponsor, he should go directly to the department online and we'll find some other posts that maybe can sponsor them. And like you heard today, several posts different than where the boys live sponsored those boys. And one last thing that I'll say, and that's that anybody can sponsor and pay for a boy, Kiwanis or any of the other service clubs, but it all has to come through a legion, okay? Every legion gets credit. Okay, another hand, and then we're gonna have the father of Sam stand up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful son. You can be very proud, right? Most definitely. Okay, and now we are going to move on to our 2015 oratorical winner. And we have seen her before. Yes, we have.
Thank you, Commander. Like the Commander said, you've seen this young lady before. It doesn't happen very often that you get a return champion. I've done this job for a lot of years. It's the first time it's happened for me. She's an impressive young woman. Said she's going to major in music, probably. She plays the harp. That just blows me away, something like that, this little girl. But anyway, I don't want to stand up here and talk. With that, I give you your 2015 Department of Minnesota Oratorical Chair, Caroline Donaldson.
My name is Caroline Donaldson, and I was the state champion for the Minnesota Oratorical Competition both last year, 2014, and this year, 2015. I had the privilege of representing the Department of Minnesota, more specifically District 10 Wayzata Post 118, at the national competition in Indianapolis this past April. Participating in the oratorical competition has changed my life forever. It has transformed me from a shy, quiet girl into a woman with confidence and pride in her country and the men and women who have fought and are still fighting so hard to protect us. I've greatly enjoyed the honor of studying the Constitution and then competing against some of our nation's finest young speakers. I've made friends from throughout the country and still am friends with them today. I would like to thank all of you for your emotional and financial support over the last few years. Specifically, District 10 and Wayzata Post have blessed me beyond words. I would like to individually thank Heidi Cook, Cliff Newman, Judy and Bill Stein, and Tess for their endless support and encouragement. As I head off to college next year, I will miss all the Legionnaires and competitors, but do hope that I can return to once again remind you how important this competition is and how it has greatly shaped the woman that I am today. Thank you.
We are very, very proud of you, Carolyn. So once again, I would like to award you the 2015 Ed Phelan Memorial Award, the high school oratorical contest winner of the state of Minnesota from the American Legion Department of Minnesota. That's, yes. And Carolyn, here's a cup for you. Okay? All right. Thank you. Those are our youth representatives for 2015, and I think they did a fantastic job, don't you? At this point, we're going to continue with our reports. We're closing in on them. So let's bring up Spencer for the rehab.
Thank you, Commander.
There you go.
The Rehabilitation Committee meeting was called to order at 1 p.m. on July 16, 2015 in Crossed Arrows D of Jackpot Junction in Morton, Minnesota.
Okay, so we don't have these two?
Wilson Spence III was elected chairman and Charlie Deppenworth was elected secretary. All districts were present. Convention mandates were reviewed. No mandates are recommended for removal at this time. Resolution 3 was assigned to this committee, and Committee Resolution A and Committee Resolution B were presented to this committee. Resolution 3, Committee Resolution A, and Committee Resolution B were passed. Resolution 3. Resolved that the American Legion strongly support U.S. House Resolution 303, the Retired Pay Restoration Act, which would end the unfair policy of forcing many military longevity retirees to forfeit some of their retired pay in order to receive equal amounts of disability compensation from the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, for those retirees with less than 50% service-connected disability, and be it further resolved that this resolution be forwarded to the American Legion Department of Minnesota Convention to be held July 16th, 17th, and 18th, 2015 in Morton, Minnesota for concurring action, and be it finally resolved that this resolution be forwarded to the American Legion National Convention to be held September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2015 in Baltimore, Maryland for concurring action. I recommend the adoption of this resolution.
We have a motion on the floor.
Madam Commander, Denise Milton, Post 16.
Yeah, I know. We need a second. Denise, can I get a second on this motion first?
No, I'm making a motion to amend.
We need a second.
We need a second first. We have a second. Okay. Discussion, Denise?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I'll make it yes.
Yeah.
Denise Milton, post 16, duly elected member.
No.
It was on the light. There.
Okay, I think you're hot.
I'll start fresh. Denise Milton, post 16, duly elected delegate of this convention. I move that we amend the resolved clause by removing the following words.
Okay, who's doing
No, it's
this?
hard for this with the bifocals. U.S. House Resolution 303, the Retired Pay Restoration Act, which would end. And replace those words with, resolve that the American Legion strongly support to end the unfair policy of forcing many military longevity retirees to forfeit some of their retired pay in order to receive equal amounts of disability compensation for the DAB for those retirees with less than 50% connected disability, be it further.
Okay, I have an amendment. Somebody needs to second the amendment?
Lloyd Recker, 6th District, will second that amendment. Motion is amendment.
Okay, where do we go from here, Judge Advocate? On the amendment. Okay, is there any other discussion on the amendment? Yes. You stand in favor of the amendment. Any other discussion on the amendment? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. So now we vote on the resolution, correct? As amended. I need a motion? Oh, we have a motion? And we have a second. Oh, yeah, yes, we do. Okay, I'll wake up here in a minute. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Okay.
Thank you, Commander. Committee Resolution A, resolved by the American Legion Department of Minnesota Convention assembled in Redwood Falls, Minnesota on July 16th through the 18th, 2015, that the American Legion Department of Minnesota hereby endorses the Fit to Serve initiative in federal legislation that expands the Department of Veterans Affairs' authority to hire and utilize hearing aid specialists to perform hearing aid testing and fitting and dispensing service, and be it finally resolved that this resolution be forwarded to the American Legion and National Convention assembled at Baltimore, Maryland, August 28th through September 3rd, 2015, for consideration. I move the adoption of this resolution.
We have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second. Tom Burns, 4th District, Post 39 North, St. Paul.
We have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, Commander. Committee Resolution B, resolved that by the American Legion Department of Minnesota Convention assembled in Redwood Falls, Minnesota on July 16th through the 18th, 2015, that the American Legion Department of Minnesota hereby endorse efforts to establish provisions in law allowing for the transferability of post-9/11 GI Bill education benefits for those medically retired and therefore unable to extend their enlistment needed to qualify for the transferability aspect of the post-9/11 GI Bill, and be it further resolved that the post-9/11 GI Bill, Chapter 33 of Title 38 USC, be amended to allow for the transferability of the post-9/11 GI Bill education benefits for Chapter 61 medical retirees who have served since September 10th, 2001, and are identified as unfit for further military service, as determined through the Medical Evaluation Board, Physical Evaluation Board, MEB, PEB, to process, and be it finally resolved that this resolution be forwarded to the American Legion and National Convention assembled at Baltimore, Maryland, August 28th through September 3rd, 2015 for consideration. I move for the adoption of this resolution.
We have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? We have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried.
Thank you, Madam Amanda. The meeting was adjourned at 2:10 p.m. Wilson Spence III, Chairman, Charlie Deppenworth, Secretary. I move for the adoption of my report.
After all that, it's the easy things that, yeah. We have a motion on the floor. And we have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you very much. Okay, Mickey. We're just coming. There you go.
Good afternoon. I was at the membership committee meeting, met at 1 p.m. at Tanaka Ballroom 3 at Jackpot Junction on July 16, 2015 in Redwood Falls, Minnesota. Marvin Oshman was elected chairman and Jennifer Kafka was elected secretary. All districts were present except the 8th, as no one was appointed. Resolution 7 was assigned to this committee. The resolution was passed and recommended to be forwarded to National. Resolution 7 resolved that the American Legion National Headquarters begin the process of approaching the Congress of the United States to recognize the Korean conflict as still ongoing, and be it further resolved that the ending date for the American Legion membership eligibility for Korean War era veterans have its closing date changed to open, thus allowing thousands of veterans to join a great organization, and be it further resolved that it be forwarded to the 2015 Department Convention of the American Legion to be assembled in Redwood Falls, Minnesota on July 16th to the 18th, 2015 in regular session for consideration and adoption. And be it finally resolved that this resolution be forwarded to the American Legion National Convention in Baltimore, Maryland, September 1st to the 3rd, 2015 for concurring action. I move for approval of this resolution.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Oh, okay. I have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion. Okay, motion carried.
Convention mandates were reviewed and no mandates were recommended for removal at this time. The meeting was adjourned at 1:31 p.m. Marvin Oshman, Chairman, Jennifer Kafka, Secretary. I move for adoption of this report.
We have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second, 4th District, John Grahams. Thank you, Mickey.
We have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Mr. Ryan, please approach the podium. I've always wanted to say that to a cop.
The Resolutions Committee met at 1 o'clock p.m. in the Grand Eagle 2 at Jackpot Junction on July 16th, 2015 in Redwood Falls, Minnesota. Roger Olson was elected chairman. Larry Ryan was elected secretary. Since Roger Olson forgot to pick up the package, I'm delivering the report. 6 districts are present. Resolutions 1 and 2 were assigned to the committee. Both were received and recorded. Convention mandates were reviewed. No mandates are recommended for removal at this time. 2 mandates from 2011 and 2014 will be added as per recommendation from the judge advocate. The meeting was adjourned at 1:20 p.m. Roger Olson, chairman, Larry Ryan, secretary. Commander, I move for the adoption of this report.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second, Dan Williams, $5.99.
We have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you very much, Larry. I am running pretty much fine, guys. I want you to know that. It's been a great afternoon. Do we have a couple additions, Mr. Schottenbauer? Did you want to? What do we? Oh, we still got Phil. Phil, I'm sorry. You want to give an update for conventions? You know, you just kind of melted into the back there.
You could have ignored me, I wouldn't have minded.
Yes. Well, I was on time.
The Convention Corporation Committee met at 1 o'clock Thursday, July 16th in the Thunderbird Room at Jackpot Junction Casino. Meeting was called to order by Chairman Phil Belfi. Roll call was taken by Dick Brody. All of our members were present. The approval of agenda motion was carried. Minutes of the last meeting were read and approved as written. We had 6 guests in attendance. Guests attending, past National Commander Doug Bible, and representatives from Marshall, Wilmer, and Rochester. We had one resolution pertaining to the mandates section of the Constitution and bylaws of the American Legion Department of Minnesota considered. The Uniform Code Committee section, starting back in 1931, the Uniform Committee does not exist anymore. So we're recommending that the paragraphs from 1931, 1936, 1981, 1982, and 1976 be eliminated. The 2016 and 2017 department convention and fall conferences were discussed. We had one bid from the 9th District for the 2017 convention. This was tabled until fall conference. The following is a list of future conventions and fall conferences that have been awarded. And you don't need to write these down. I'll get with Mr. Zidane and we'll publish this in the Legionnaire, so you'll get the dates and everything else. But 2016 will be in Rochester. 2017 is open. That'll be considered at fall conference. 2018, which is the 100th anniversary of the American Legion, will be in Rochester. Beyond that, 19 and out are open. Fall conferences this year, Pequot Lakes. 2016 will be held in Marshall. 2017 will be held in Wilmer, and 18 and beyond are open. Again, the above dates will be published in the Legionnaire. The 100th anniversary of the National American Legion were discussed, and our committee is going to be involved in, of course, Rochester, the department convention, with we're going to try and get some museum and artifacts for people to look at. And we've got a few members that will work with the national, if necessary, to do whatever we have to do. The idea of centralizing was discussed. No action was taken at this time. Moving the fall conference to any weekend was discussed. And the reason, we tried it once, but what happens is it's in direct conflict with the national meetings. So we would not recommend moving it back to MEA convention. All of our officers are, as you know, gone, and it's a real struggle. So that's the reason why. And then another discussion was held on having our state youth champions attend the convention, which we've just seen some of them, to be recognized, and then they'll also ride in the department parade. This again will be researched with our department staffs and department youth chairman. We sent out a questionnaire a year ago. It's posted on the department website. Over the last year, I got 10 replies. Not a lot of replies for over 100,000 people.
Yeah.
It's going to be taken off the website, but some of the highlights, centralizing was about a 50-50. One suggestion, try to schedule less time off for those at work. Continue the hospitality event was an overwhelmingly yes. Try to combine like committees to the same time and room. The auxiliary uses a pod program where 3 committees meet in the same room at the same time, and they just go bing, bing, bing. Because some of it, as you heard, meet for 5 minutes, and they're done, room sits empty. So I think we can better utilize, and we'll work with the department on that also. Then another comment was too much idle time. The other thing is continue everybody making their own room reservations. And finally, I'd like to thank the convention committee members for all their help. E. Jerry St. Michael, Tom Schottbauer, Don Hayden, Dick Brody, and our treasurer Al Davis, great chairman Dave Bodie. And on a final note, if you have questions or suggestions, please check the website. We have an email address, the Convention Corporation. Don't be afraid to send suggestions on how we can improve on the convention or fall conference. We're open and willing to make changes, working with our department staff. They schedule the program. So please feel free to let us know. The meeting was adjourned at 2:08 p.m. God bless this great nation of ours. And Commander, this concludes my report and move for its adoption.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you. Mr. Davis, I understand you would like to address the convention. Oh, me? Oh. Okay.
Thank you, Commander. As you know, I was not able to make your testimonial, but I do have something here that I think you've been looking for quite a while. You had to wait 11 months, 3 weeks, and 6 to get it. And I know you don't wear a hat, but I did come up with a past department commander sun visor for you.
Oh, fantastic! And
you can use that tomorrow on your way home to keep the sun out of your eyes while Carl is driving you home. You can take a little snooze on the way. Congratulations, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy that for many years as a past department.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Let me give you a guess, each a cup too.
Oh, thank you.
Since you weren't at the testimonial, okay?
Yeah, can I just?
Mm-hmm.
I just mentioned that my wife Tess was up here, and someone did note that she didn't introduce me while she was up here.
Oh, uh-oh.
Now she's
in the back.
Now she's gone somewhere. But I would certainly introduce. I would have introduced her if she'd been sitting right in front of me. But I think there's a very nice donation to Legionville that she should make.
Very
Thank
good,
you.
and we will look forward to it. I've got my post sitting right in front of me, so I want you to know on this hat it says Post 560. Dell keeps mentioning that every time I go someplace. Okay, do we have a fast parade update? And then we'll get on to the membership awards, which was the last part.
Okay, the parade committee met this morning at 9 o'clock. 2 districts are missing, so they'll probably be wandering around the assembly area, wondering what they're supposed to do. But at any rate, we did talk to the local Redwood Falls committee, and they said that they will be starting the buses to take people down to the assembly area and drop you off at 5:30. Assembly starts at 6 and runs until 7. So we encourage everybody to get down there and get lined up within your district. Our committee members will be there at the assembly area 15 minutes before the parade starts. That's 6:45 to pick up your district lineup sheets. So have them ready and have them written legibly so that the announcer can read them when you buy. Otherwise, he's just going to say, that's X district. All right? Thank you, Commander.
Okay. You know, I have a driver for tonight. He's
Yes.
going to pick me up right out here.
I heard that.
When do you need me out there?
By 7.
By 7? Okay. All right.
You're going to be the first one.
I'll be the first one, so that'll work. Okay. We are closing in on this convention. So at this time, I would like to bring you, before we start nominations, your membership director, who has just done a fantastic job this year. He's made things so much fun. Pat Logan, come on up. You're welcome.
Okay. Wow, it has been a long year. And it's not over yet. I'd like everybody to go ahead and stand up for a second. Stand on up. Everybody stand up. They can stand up. Those who can't stand up don't have to stand up. This is what I do at my rallies. One of the things I did at my rallies. So if you never attended my rally, you'll be able to participate in it here. We're going to start out with "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I'll start it. You guys can join in. Are you ready? I know you're ready. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. Thank you. All right, you can have your seats now. That wasn't too tough, was it? So you can imagine how all my rallies went. All right, we've got a lot of presentations in a short time to do it in, so I've got my 5 vice commanders. You want to come up? Mel, would you bring that stuff up on the floor there? Okay, we're going to hand out some things again. For those who weren't ever able to attend any of my rallies, we're going to give you a bit of the what the rallies were like. My vice commanders, department vice commanders, are going to bring down some stuff for you, throw it out to you, and let you enjoy. Because we had peanuts, popcorn, Cracker Jacks, we got baseballs, and they'll all come out to you and take care of all of you guys. So you'll be able to know what our rallies were like. As you know, we started out, yeah, you can throw them from up here too. Don't hurt anybody. All right, we started out with batter up. A proposal was to come up for me when Peggy asked me to be the membership director. It was a membership plan for development for Minnesota. Membership budget and a membership theme that would excite the American Legion in 2014, 2015. All right, don't you guys get too excited. Look at all that stuff flying. All right, there we go. Holy, look at the arm of that guy. I like it. All right, without any further ado, I had a briefing where I had to pitch a proposal with to Randy Tesdall, Misty Padella, and Laura Weber to find out what we needed to have a successful membership year. Randy provided the guidance for the 5-year plan. Misty consulted on my baseball theme and the graphics. And Laura Weber supplied me with the 2013-2014 budget proposal as a guide for my 2014-2015 budget. You're looking at a guy who doesn't even run his own checkbook, and I had to come up with a budget for the whole state of Minnesota. Let me tell you, that was interesting. Like any other good manager, we tweaked and revised the proposal to make it acceptable. Jennifer Kelly provided valuable program information. She was basically my scouting report person. And as you all know, at all these rallies and all the functions that I attended, there was one guy who was always there. And I always said, you know, that I did a lot of work. Well, let me tell you something. I couldn't hold a candle to Al Zidane. Right down here, I want you all to get up and give him a hand. He was absolutely fantastic. I'm serious. Some of you people have no idea all the work that Al Zidane does, and God bless him from the bottom of my heart, because he was a big part of my rallies and did the pictures and everything, and made me look good. So from some angles, and that's not easy. As a state membership director, I reviewed the 5-year plan, membership plan that was in place, revised and added several pages that would fit my theme for the Department of Minnesota. This plan was presented to the commander and the full-time department staff and approved. Randy Tesdall, state adjutant, led a team consisting of the Minnesota Department Commander Peggy Moon, myself, and department vice commanders to the national headquarters down in Indianapolis. You think all this stuff is easy in that, right? You just go, you come up with a plan, and you go down and you put it all together. Well, I tell you what, we put all this together, and I had to go down with the commander, and we sat there and we had to present this in front of the national membership board. And they reviewed our plan, and they looked at us, and they, you know, I think they saw the big tears in my eyes, and they felt sorry for me. They said, okay, your plan looks pretty good, go ahead with it. So the game plan was selected, and it was about baseball. I mean, what's more American Legion than baseball? Huh? Baseball is our national pastime. So we came up with the baseball plan. All my membership directors and district commanders and my staff, the staff that supported membership, we all got jerseys, baseball jerseys, like this. And you got their name and their numbers on the back of them so we could get a real concept of team, because it's about team. And after we did that, then we moved along with developing it into that different rallies and that. And before I get too far into this, all these rallies that we went to, all the department rallies and that we attended for membership, there was a lady in my life for the last 40 years. That's my wife, Rebecca, back there. She was the one that put the programs together and developed everything for me, read my reports, rewrote my reports, read my reports, rewrote my reports. Everything that she did, she deserves a hand, and she was very instrumental. Thank you, David. She was one of the, well, she's the main woman in my life, and of course the second one right here was Peggy Moon. So I had two women in my life, one telling me on one end and one telling me on the other end. It worked out real great. But, okay, my membership guys, where's my, okay, come on, let's go grab the stuff over here. Please excuse me while we're walking. Let's go with the big plaque first. Okay, and yeah, the other one, the premier plaque, right beside it, right there. We're gonna go big to little. I don't know if you like doing it that way, but that's the way I like doing it, is big to little. And of course, you know, when I look out there and all these guys, I'll tell you right now, where's Jim Lucas? There he is over there, Jim Lucas. This guy chased me when I was a district commander, when I was a membership guy. He chased me and he kept nipping at my butt all the time, saying, Logan, I'm gonna kick your butt. And he was my main guy that that inspired me, believe it or not, because I went right back to my people in the district and I said, 6th district said they're gonna kick our butt. And they didn't do it, we beat them. That was when I was district commander. Okay, go ahead and bring forward the flag, baseball flag, and the premier flag, or the premier plaque. I need Carl Moon and Jim Lucas to come up on stage. In fact, while we're doing that, I need all the membership directors from the district and all the district commanders up on stage. Okay, all the district commanders and all the district membership directors up on stage. You know, when I'm looking at what we did for this year, it's actually pretty incredible. Our year was a very good year. It wasn't a great year, but it was a very, very good year. With the harvest rally, the Pearl Harbor Rally, the Sweetheart Rally, the Appreciation Rally, the Spring Roundup Rally, and finally, the department convention here. Okay, yeah, hold it that way, okay. Where's Carl Moon and Jim Locus? Come on up here, Carl, Jim. Where's Carl? I wouldn't blame him if he's drinking coffee. Anybody seen Carl? Grab him off that machine and tell him to get in. Okay. I'm sure we can do it, but Peggy, you need to be here too, because we're gonna get pictures taken. As you know, there are certain awards that you win in the membership area. And the 6th district shined extremely well this year. They won the premier race. They improved themselves immensely. So I'm going to have, in fact, right now, the 6th district is at 97.76 as we stand here today, percentage. 97.76. And see this guy right here? He's one of the main reasons that they're at 97.76. Congratulations, Jim. Want to get Carol? Where's Carl? Where is Carl?
I think her daughter probably just arrived.
Okay, that's fine. We could do it without Carl.
What are we doing?
Getting a picture taken by us. Can we come forward? Sure, come forward. How's that? Is that better? Peggy, come on in here.
She's thinking of her number too.
There you go. Gotta have the commander.
Well, when he gets back in here,
We'll do it now.
okay?
Hey. All right, Al, Jim, that's yours, baby. Take it home, put it on the wall. Or take it to your favorite Legion post and put it on the wall. There you go. Okay, baseball bat. Baseball bat guy. All right. Actually, we have a first place winner. And where's Dan Williams? Dan Williams, and where's, there he is, Mickey. For those who don't know, this is the 4th district. This district is, as they say in Japan, Ichiban, #1. They right now are at, you're not going to believe it's true, 99.33% for membership. #1 in the state. And I'll tell you what, well deserving. They snuck up from behind and kicked some butt. All those guys, all these people. It's a big team, even the Birdman. But yeah, they got, and what they have is they're going to have a baseball bat. Kent Herbeck signed baseball. There's a baseball in there, and it's not just a baseball, it's an American Legion baseball. Those aren't easy to get. We got American Legion baseball in there. So again, thank you so much, gentlemen, for being number one. And then we've got their, there we go. You got a picture of this?
That's pretty sharp. That's pretty sharp.
Better? Thank you, gentlemen. I mean, how great is that? Okay. There's Carl. Hey, Carl. We'll get a picture with Carl here for the premier plaque that they want for the 6th district. All right. Okay, then we had first place, we had the first, the sixth district, first place winner, and, which, actually the sixth district won the premier, but they also won the second place. So now the third place winner, you got it? Nobody knows who the third place winner is, do you? I know. Okay. There you go. This here is a sign. It's an autograph by Tony Oliva, and it's got his card on there, and it's got United States postage card on there, and that's blowing up. That was donated by the Minnesota Twins, and that is going to go to the third place winner, 10th district at 96.96. There you go.
Good work. You worked hard. You guys worked exceptionally hard. Good job.
All right. Okay, you know, that's all, you know, the plaques and all that stuff are really nice, but I've got some other things over here that are even more enjoyable. You got the package of checks. Okay, now also, I'd like the jacket and the silver star. Okay, and the plaques there. One other person that I didn't say to come up here, but I need him to come up. John Ledvig from Apple Valley Post, 1776. Would you mind coming up on stage, please?
That wasn't me.
Jacket. I need the jacket. That's for the Gold Brigade winner. Now, when we talk about recruiting members and how tough is it to recruit members, what would we be at if each one of us went out and got a brand new member? There's 79,000 of us, and if we each went out and got a new member, do the math. Because this guy right here, John, come on up. John's out there trying to help you guys. As of this time, when I wrote it down, he signed 71 new members to the American Legion. 71. Stand up and give them a hand. That is not easy. And we have a couple of presentations for you, John. Perfect. All right, let's, there's Gold Brigade Membership Award to John P. Lenvik in recognition and appreciation of outstanding achievement in recruiting 50 or more new members in the American Legion. Through such extraordinary achievement, this esteemed Legionnaire has singularly contributed to the growth and the substance of the American Legion, keeping ever strong its invaluable contribution to the Americans' veterans, their families, and communities throughout this great country. In witness whereof this commendation is hereby attested to by the hands of the duly authorized officers of the American Legion National Headquarters, Indianapolis, Indiana, signed by the National Commander and Dan Wheeler, who is the head membership guy for the nation. Congratulations. Where's your district? Third district?
Over here. Third district. Oh.
Third district commander? Over here? Want us to move this way?
Over by the flags.
There you go.
Here, look at here. We're almost done. We're kind of getting this down.
They passed?
Yeah.
Okay, got it? Okay. Thank you. Okay.
All right, John, we're not done with you yet. Come back on. And this one is basic. This is from the Department of Minnesota Recruiter of the Year. And this said, in recognition and appreciation for how do you say that word? Exemplary. Yeah, that. Exemplary. Easy for you guys to say. Achievement by the recruiter, by recruiting more new members for our great organization than any other Legionnaire in this. In witness thereof, or whereof, this act is hereby attested to by the hands of the duly authorized officers for the American Legion National Headquarters, signed by National Commander Helm and Denver again. So I'll take that one and give you that one. Okay. You got a lot of stuff to take home with you, buddy. Want to do that one again? Or do another picture? We don't need another picture, do we? No, we don't. I think we got enough pictures. We got more stuff to, oh yeah, that's your patch that'll go on, it's all taped up and stuff, but that'll go on your jacket. And this is the jacket you got for the Gold Brigade, for the #1 recruiter in the state of Minnesota. Give him a hand.
Yes. How did he do it?
I'm going to tell you how, he's going to tell us how he did it. So here, sit this stuff down, you step up here and tell everybody how you did it.
I just ask. That's how I do it. Every guy I see with a ball cap with a Marine, Navy, or Air Force, I hit him up. You don't get them all the time. And like I was talking to Roger Olson, I get a lot in the gas station. When I'm filling up gas and I see their decal on the car. Or when I'm working out at the Y, that's where I catch a lot of them at the Y. Home Depot, but you just gotta ask. That's the big clue. Just smiling at them doesn't work.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was probably John's biggest pain in the butt.
He was.
He just attested to it. I remember when I first became the membership guy for the 3rd District, and I went down to Apple Valley, and I had to get off the goose egg. And I knew that this guy named John Lenvig was in charge of the membership down there, so I'm trying to find him, get him nailed down, get that membership, and get off the goose egg. So I called him up and I said, John, I said, I'm coming down to Apple Valley Post. I said, I need to get just one membership. He said, get us off the goose egg and that. He said, who the hell are you? I said, this is Pat Logan. I'm 3rd District membership guy. He said, I'm up at the lake fishing. Tough. But then he made arrangements and his wife came down and we got a membership signed and we got it all taken care of. So yeah, he made me go through the mill to get off the goose egg. And I said, if this is going to be the way it's going to be for the rest of these people, I'm in for deep trouble. But we got all that out of the way. We got our plaques. We got that taken care of. And now for the important stuff. Oh, excuse me. I got two more. There we go. Silver Brigade. I got 2 Silver Brigade awards. And I don't know if they're here, but we'll give it a shot. I know, where's Forest Lake people? Robin Kunkel's people? Forest Lake? Donnie Stout's here. Silver Brigade patch and pin winner from Forest Lake Post is Robin Kunkel. And I'll give you that because she's not here, right? Right. So you got that. Thank you very much. Tell her God bless her for all her hard work.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay. Post 212, anybody from Post 212 here? Or District Commander? District Commander for Post 212? That's, what? So that's 6th District. Carl Moon. Yeah. What are you doing sitting down there when all the... Well, I'm almost there, but I need you. The another Silver Brigade winner from the 6th District, post 212, is David Anderson. David Anderson's going to get the Silver Brigade Award. Okay. David recruited, thank you very much. Tell David thank you too. David recruited 41 new members, and that's why he received the Silver Brigade Award. And Robin recruited 26 new members up in the Forest Lake area. Okay. I would like the following districts. We're going to go by district. We'll go District 1 through District 10. District 1 is receiving a check. Where's District 1 membership director and district commander? District 1 signed 199 new members and is getting a check for $398 to give to you, divide up amongst your folks. Thank you very, very much. One shy of 200. Don't let Lucas down next year. Get that 200. All right, the next district is District 2. That usually comes after 1. Go figure. District 2 ended up with 138 brand new members, and they have a check for $276. God bless you. Thank you so much. Great. Don't spend it all in one place. Parties, I like that. Okay, District 3. That's my district. Come on up here. All right, District 3 came out and got 349 new members, and here's a check for $349. God bless you. Thank you for being in this process. Okay, we got District 4. District 4 came up with 98 new members, and they got a check for $196. Mickey, you did a hell of a job.
And that's for 2,500 members, 2,530 members in the district.
I tell you, it's been an absolute joy working with the 4th District. They've just, they've gone over the top. They'll be at 100% before the end of the year. I asked if you guys remember, I asked District, do you remember the last time that you guys were over at 100%? No, that's how long it's been. Never. There's guys here that said they've never been at 100%. Mickey and Dan, thank you again so much. Okay, 5th District. 5th District, 85 new members. You guys get a check for $170. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, that was the 5th. Where's that Lucas? Huh? Lucas, get up here. You didn't hear me when I said I need all membership directors and all district commanders up on the stage? Yeah, I know you got bad ears. Come on up here. 6th District recruited 450 new members for the state of Minnesota. They got a check here for $900. This is one hell of a team right here. Where's your check? You guys go drinking later, eh? Okay.
fine.
Okay. All right, and then we've got the 7th district. Yeah, you can go now. 7th district, where's 7th district? Here you go. The 7th district recruited 132 new members in the 7th district. That's an achievement. I don't care what you say. And they get a check for $264. Thank you so much. Okay, 8th district. Where's the 8th? Ah, there they are. Two of my favorite people. I love you. The 8th district recruited 128 new members for the 8th district. If you think that's easy, you're grossly mistaken, because they're all over the place. So I just want to thank them very, very much for doing what they did. They got a check for $256. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was I needed. All right, 9th district. Where's the 9th? There they are. This is that group from way up north in Minnesota, don't you know? Yeah, there you go. Last hurrah. There's the 9th district check, and that's for 144 new members from the 9th district, $288. Thank you very much. The 10th district. Go figure. I tell you, this is where we first started our revitalization, which is in the 10th district. This guy here, Bill Johnson, called me on the phone. He said, I want a revitalization. I said, well, get some Jack Daniels and a Coke and go for it. I don't know how revitalized he wanted to be. I had no idea what it was until he introduced it to me. And since then, we've had several revitalizations. 10th district has got a check for $662. 331 new members. Thank you.
I just wanted to say the hardest working volunteer we had on our district revitalization was Pat Logan. He really rolled up his sleeves and went to work. Thanks a million, Pat.
You betcha. It was, it's been enlightening for me as district membership, or as a department membership director. I'll tell you one thing, if anybody thinks this is an easy job, come on and step up to the plate one time. I'll guarantee you.
But we have something from your 3rd district.
Oh, from my 3rd district?
Because hard jobs do not go unrewarded. Don?
We're gonna punch.
It's hard to keep the
Yeah,
secret.
Mr. Logan here has spent the whole year driving us kind of crazy and nuts and giving away this, just like he was throwing baseball at folks and stuff, and peanuts, of course. So anyway, your 3rd district just come up with something for him. So we call it Big Thunder. I don't think you find another award like that many times.
I like it.
Thanks for all your hard work, Pat.
Stand over there and get a picture with us. There you go. How are you gonna get this home?
That ain't gonna fit in this room.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's your report, Pat?
I just got one other thing.
Okay, because we need to start.
I know, we're gonna get this thing going. One other thing, when we talked about revitalizations, the Department of Minnesota had more revitalizations this year than any other year. We started in the 10th, we did the 4th, we did the 5th, we did the 6th. We had tremendous, there's one thing that's gonna be going on the floor at National, and that when we move the people, you guys, some that aren't familiar with membership, but those that are, we have a 1982 group of people that are in kind of like Nowheresville in Minnesota. And we call them up and we say, how would you like to belong to the Forest Lake Post, or how would you like to belong to the New Prague Post? And they said, well, yeah, go ahead and put me in there. Well, they don't officially become members until next year. Well, the resolution that's going on the floor at National is from now on, if you call those, if you have a revitalization in your area, and for your post or whatever you want to have a revitalization, you don't move those people from 1982 into your post, they're yours right now. So that'll boost your membership up, and then let's attack that 1982 group like nobody's business and get them into the posts. Okay? Again, I would like to thank Peggy Moon for selecting me and putting up with me all this time and doing the travels with the National Commander, and we didn't crash or burn him or anything.
Thank God.
Back full gear. So thank you again very much, and I appreciate all the support.
Okay, thank you very much. Big thunder. There you go. Okay, we're coming to that time where we need to entertain nominations for office. Mr. Adjutant, how do we go about this?
I'll be with you in a second.
Okay. Yep. Oh, that one.
The microphones on the floor are going to be made hot so that commanders, as you're called upon, you're given an opportunity to step before the microphone. Please do so. The year is 2015. We will start with the 5th district. The year is 2015. We will start with the 5th district. You will be given an opportunity to either, why are my glasses fogging up here? You'll have 4 options to either nominate, pass, yield, or second. We will go back, if yielded, until that district nominates, seconds, or passes. We'll start with the 5th district. Roll call for nominations for the department, for the position of Department Commander, Department of Minnesota. 5th district, what is your pleasure?
Yields to the 10th.
5th yields to the 10th. 6th district, what is your pleasure? Oh, I'm sorry, 10th district.
Mr. Adjutant, I ask to recognize Tom Schott, Bauer delegate from Post 282, St. Louis Park, for the purpose of nomination.
The podium recognizes Tom Schattenbauer for the purposes of a nomination.
I would like to place in nomination for the high office of Department Commander, a Legionnaire who has been a member for 39 years. He is eligible through his service in the U.S. Air Force from 1969 through 1973. He has served his post as Commander, First Vice Commander, Chaplain, and Sergeant at Arms. He has been and continues to serve as Gambling Manager for 29 years. He serves on the Color Guard and Funeral Escort. He serves as the SAL advisor. At the county level, he served as Commander and SAL advisor. At the district level, he served as Commander, Adjutant, Membership Director, Vice Commander, Chaplain, Executive Board, SAL advisor, and several other committees. He also served on the 1st District Curling Team and currently serves on the ice fishing team. At the department level, he served as Sergeant at Arms, Historian, Vice Commander, Ad Hoc Committee, Executive Board. He currently serves as President of the American Legion Family Brain Science Foundation and is a board member of the American Legion Family Hospital Association. He is a member of the past District Commanders Club and the Nitty Bitties. Nationally, he has served on the Foreign Relations Commission. He is a graduate of the Legion Extension course. He has attended 17 national conventions, 3 Washington conferences,
a national membership school, and 2 regional training workshops. He was awarded an American Legion Life membership by his home post. He's a life member of the VFW for 30 years, DAV for 28 years, Anavicus and 40 and 8. He and his wife of 45 years, Brenda, have 4 children, 2 sons, 2 daughters, 6 grandsons, 4 granddaughters, all members of the American Legion family. He is a member of the Sacred Heart Church in Adams, Minnesota, and is a member of the Knights of Columbus. In his community, he serves on the board of directors of Northern Country Co-op, Mower County Corn and Soybean Growers, Mower County Soil and Water Conservation District. He is also a member of the Mower County Cattlemen. I would like to place the name of James Kellogg in nomination for the high office of Department Commander for the 2015-2016 year for the Department of Great Gopher State, Minnesota. Thank you, Commander.
Thank you.
The 10th district placed in the nomination name Jim Kellogg. 6th district.
6th district seconds the nomination.
6th district seconds the nomination. 7th district.
7th district seconds the nomination.
7th district seconds the nomination. 8th district.
8th district passes.
8th district passes. 9th district.
9th district seconds the nomination.
9th district seconds the nomination. 1st district.
1st district seconds the nomination.
1st district seconds the nomination. 2nd district.
Second district seconds the nomination.
2nd district seconds the nomination. 3rd district.
3rd district seconds the nomination.
3rd district seconds the nomination. 4th district.
4th district seconds the nomination.
4th district seconds the nomination. 5th district, you previously yielded to the 10th.
Second the nomination.
5th district seconds the nomination. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? There are no other nominations for the high office of Department Commander, Department of Minnesota. Nominations for the 5 vice commanders. 5th district, what is your nomination? 5th yields to the 4th. 4th district, what is your nomination?
Commander? Dan Williams. 4th district. Commander, as National Commander Ludwig, convention delegates, staff, and guests. As Commander of the fabulous 4th, Home District of past Commander Mike Ash, Home District 2014-15, first place membership team for 8 consecutive weeks. The fabulous 4th nominate past district commander who served 2 consecutive terms. In him, we have here a veteran whom we proudly and enthusiastically placed in nomination Carol Bird Partridge for Department Vice Commander for the 5th District.
The 4th district places in the name Carol Bird Partridge for Vice Commander.
Yeah.
That was quite a speech.
Yeah, that was okay.
6th district.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commander, 6th district asked that the chair recognize Tom Furley for the purpose of making the nomination.
The podium recognizes Tom Fernland for the purpose of a nomination.
I'm Tom Furlong, authorized delegate to this convention from the Wake Forest Silver Star Post 428 in the 6th District, home of past National SAL Commander Doug Bible and NEC Ray Zurich.
Hey.
I proudly nominate Art Topkin, U.S. Navy veteran, 41-year American Legion member of Bagging Post 16, past 9th District Commander, Department of Americanism Chairman, a very dedicated and qualified Legionnaire as Department Vice Commander.
The 6th District places in the name Art Topkin for Vice Commander of the Department of Minnesota. 7th District.
7th District yields to the 2nd District.
7th yields to the 2nd. 2nd District.
2nd District asks the chair to recognize Floyd Kummerow, post 41, for the purpose of making a nomination.
The podium recognizes Floyd Kummerow for the purposes of a nomination.
I would like to nominate a friend of mine for the office of the Vice Commander of the Department of Minnesota, the 2nd District. He has served his country, told 2nd District of the Department of Minnesota well. At the national level, he served the National Security Commission. He is a paid up for life member of both the United Blue Earth. He's a member of the 48th of Mankato. He's a member of the AMS, a life member of the Disabled Vets. He belongs to the United Lutheran Church of Cross, Minnesota. He's a member of the Blue Earth Lions Club. He and his wife Jenny have 2 daughters, 6 grandchildren, 8 great-grandchildren, all belong to the Legion family. And at the age they're going to soon be. He is serving as a chaplain at this year's convention. It is with great honor to nominate Don Amundsen for the Department of Vice Commander of the Great State of Minnesota.
Thank you. The 2nd District nominates, places into the name of Don Amundsen for Department Vice Commander. 8th District.
8th District yields to the 10th District.
8th yields to the 10th. 10th District.
The 10th District asks the chairman to recognize Bud Benepenny, delegate for post 102 in Oka for the purpose of nomination.
The podium recognizes Bud Benepenny for the purposes of a nomination.
Thank you. I am Bud Benepenny, and I'm from an open post 102. And we have a person that I am going to nominate in just a couple of minutes for the office of Department Vice Commander. He's very well qualified for it. I've waited a lot of years to stand up and do this. You will recognize him as the past district stewardship director. He's been a district commander at a post level. He's just been active in everything. And when he came out of the Army, he didn't want to have anything to do with the American Legion for very good purposes. I'll know that story. But with that, I really want to nominate my son, Darrell Benepenny, for 102 in Oka for the high office of Department of Vice Commander.
Thank you, 10th District. 10th District places in the name Darrell Redepenning for the position of Vice Commander, Department of Minnesota. 9th District. 9th District seconds the nomination of Art Tompkin. 1st District.
1st District asks to recognize Bill Gady for the purpose of nomination.
The podium recognizes Bill Gady for the purposes of a nomination.
Commander, the privilege of the 1st District to recognize a Legionnaire from our sister district for the office of Department Vice Commander for 2015-2016. They're sure he will serve probably along Commander Kellogg. Place the name of John Milbrath, Department Vice Commander.
John Milbrath.
Thank you, First District. First District places in the name John Milbrath for Department Vice Commander. Third District.
Third District seconds the nomination of John Milbrath.
Second District seconds the nomination of John Milbrath. Fifth District, you previously yielded to the fourth.
Fifth District seconds the nomination of Al Bird.
The Fifth District seconds the nomination of the Bird Partridge.
The bird.
Seventh District, you previously yielded to the second.
The Seventh District seconds nomination of Don Amundson.
The Seventh seconds the nomination of Don Amundson. Eighth District, you previously yielded to the 10th.
The Eighth District seconds the nomination of Darrell Redpenning.
The 8th District seconds the nomination of Darrell Redpenning. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Seeing that they are moving, roll call for nominations for the position of National Executive Committeeman. 5th District, what is your pleasure?
Fifth District yields to the 10th.
The 5th yields to the 10th. 10th District.
The district asks the chair to recognize Don Hayden, past National Vice Commander, for the purpose of making a nomination.
The podium recognizes Don Hayden for the purpose of a nomination. Who?
This is the first time I got noticed. Anyway, thank you. Marlene Ronning, alternate NEC for 6 years, under the tutelage of Ray DeZerk, our NEC guy. It's going to be our next NEC. Marlon has served 39 years in the American Legion. He's been in every position you want, from post all the way up to national organization. Marlon is an Army veteran, served in Korea, served in Germany. He will do an extremely fine job and be welcomed as the NEC man from Minnesota. So proudly, I will endorse NEC Marlon Ronning.
Thank you, sir, and thank you to the 10th. 10th place is in the name Marlon Ronning for nomination for the position of National Executive Committeeman representing the Department of Minnesota. 6th District, what is your pleasure?
6th District proudly endorses Marlon Ronning for NEC.
6th District seconds the endorsement of Marlon Ronning. 7th District.
7th District passes.
7th District passes. 8th District.
8th District seconds nomination.
8th District seconds the nomination of Marlon Ronning. 9th District.
9th District seconds the nomination of Marlon Ronning.
9th District seconds the nomination of Marlon Ronning. 1st District.
1st District seconds the nomination.
1st District seconds the nomination of Marlon Ronning. 2nd District.
Seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning.
2nd District seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning. 3rd District.
3rd District seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning.
3rd District seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning. 4th District.
4th District seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning.
4th District seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning. 5th District, you previously yielded to the 10th. What is your pleasure?
5th District seconds the nomination for Marlon Ronning.
5th District, second nomination for Marlon Ronning for the position of National Executive Committeeman representing the Department of Minnesota. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, we'll move to the position of alternate National Executive Committeeman. 5th District, what is your pleasure?
Chair wishes the chair to recognize Carl Wood for nomination.
Sorry. The chair recognizes Carl Moon for the purposes of a nomination.
being a duly elected delegate to this convention and the husband of your department commander.
That doesn't work very well.
No, okay, don't use.
Welcome to my world.
I proudly place in nomination for alternate NEC the name of Bill Barbnick from the 9th District, excuse me. Many of you know Bill. Bill's been around a while. Actually, Bill's been a 45-year member of the American Legion. He started out at his post in 2010, 2012. He was district commander from 1982 to 1983, department commander from 1995, and actually placed Peggy Moon's name into her first department appointment at that time. Bill served in the military. He was in the United States Marine Corps from 1968 to 1970, excuse me. And then he finally got it right. He went to the North Dakota Air National Guard, 1975 to 1995. Sorry. I forgot he was here. Bill's been very active since joining this post in Browns Valley in 1970. Bill's helped many veterans throughout his career with the Legion, but especially when he was on the rehab committee and also as chairman of the American Legion Hospital Association. Bill's wife, Carol, is a past department president and now serves as chairman of the National Audit Commission for the American Legion Auxiliary. Their daughter, Trish, serves in the U.S. Air Force, and their son served in the Marine Corps and is now presently serving in the Air National Guard, along with their grandson. I know that Bill will do an outstanding job as alternate NEC. He's a very good friend. I have concerns about his red cap clashing with his chartreuse green shoes. But other than that, I think he's going to make an outstanding alternate NEC. So I do place the name of Bill Barbnick for the position of alternate NEC.
Thank you, Commander Moon. The 5th District places in the name Bill Barbnick for the position of alternate National Executive Committeeman representing the Department of Minnesota. I think the green shoe thing happened after he left the Marine Corps. 6th District, what is your pleasure? No, that was the 5th. He nominated the 5th. Okay. 7th District, what is your pleasure? What's the 6th?
7th District, the 6th nomination is Bill Barbnick. 6th is
right. Oh. I
You need him?
Yeah.
Endorse your endorsement.
Yeah.
The 6th District. Second's my nomination.
Thank you. Must be an Air Force thing. Thank you. In the 7th District, I apologize, the 7th District's call was seconds the nomination of Bill Barbnick for the position of alternate NEC-man. 8th District. 8th District seconds the nomination of Bill Barbnick for the position of alternate NEC-man. 9th District. 9th District seconds the nomination of Bill Barbnick for the position of alternate NEC-man. 10th District.
10th District seconds the nomination for Bill Barbnick.
10th District seconds the nomination for Bill Barbnick. 1st District.
First District second nomination.
1st District seconds the nomination for Bill Barbnick. 2nd District.
2nd District seconds the nomination for Bill Barbnick.
2nd District seconds the nomination for Bill Barbnick. The 3rd District.
3rd District
Third District seconds the nomination for Bill Bartknecht. The Fourth District. Fourth District seconds the nomination. Fifth District previously yielded. No, they didn't. They called them Carl Moore. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing no other nominations, we move on to roll call for nomination for the position of Department Chaplain, Department of Minnesota. Fifth District, what is your pleasure?
Fifth district passes.
Fifth District passes. Sixth District.
District passes.
Sixth District passes. Seventh District.
Seventh district nominates the respected engineer Richard Wall for department chaplain.
Seventh District places the name of Richard Wogg for the position of Department Chaplain. Eighth District.
Eighth district, seconds the nomination of Richard Wall.
Eighth District seconds the nomination of Richard Wogg. Ninth District. Ninth District seconds the nomination of Richard Wogg. 10th District.
10th District seconds the nomination for Richard Wogg.
10th District seconds the nomination for Richard Wogg. First District.
First District seconds the nomination for Richard Wogg.
First District seconds the nomination. Second District. Second District seconds the nomination. Third District.
Third District seconds the nomination for Richard Wogg.
Third District seconds the nomination. Fourth District.
Fourth District seconds the nomination for Richard Wogg.
Fourth District seconds the nomination for Richard Wogg. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, moving on to the roll call and nominations for the position of Department Historian, Department of Minnesota. Fifth District, what is your pleasure?
Oh, I'm sorry.
District unanimously endorsed the person for Department Historian.
That'll work.
He is dedicated, he is experienced, he was a historian for past department commander, my dad. He's enthusiastic, he's led thousands of positions in our district. I would like to represent the district and nominate Dennis DeLong as Department Historian.
Thank you, Fifth District. Fifth District places in the name Dennis DeLong for the position of Department Historian, Department, Minnesota. Sixth District. Sixth District seconds the nomination. Seventh District.
Second district seconds the nomination.
Seventh seconds the nomination. Eighth District.
Eighth district, seconds the nomination.
Eighth District seconds the nomination. Ninth District. Ninth District seconds the nomination. 10th District.
10th District seconds the nomination of Dennis DeLong.
10th District seconds the nomination of Dennis DeLong. First District.
First District seconds the nomination.
First District seconds the nomination. Second District.
Second district seconds the nomination.
Second District seconds the nomination. Third District.
Third District seconds the nomination of Dennis DeLong.
Third District seconds the nomination for Dennis DeLong. Fourth District.
Fourth District seconds the nomination for Dennis DeLong.
Fourth District seconds the nomination for Dennis DeLong for the position of Department Historian, the Department of Minnesota. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, moving on the roll call and nominations to the position of Department Sergeant at Arms for the Department of Minnesota. Fifth District, what is your pleasure?
Fifth district passes.
Fifth District passes. Sixth District.
Sixth district passes.
Sixth District passes. Seventh District.
Seventh district passes.
Seventh District passes. Eighth District.
Eighth district passes.
Eighth District passes. Ninth District. Ninth District passes. 10th District.
10th District passes.
10th District passes. First District.
First District next, Bill Gates to be recognized for endorsement.
The chair recognizes Bill Gady for the purposes of a nomination.
Thank you, Commander. Once again, I stand before you looking for a strong engineer from our sister district who will keep an eye on our department office this coming year. We have such a nice engineer, Mark DeVort. Nice way to name a nomination.
Thank you, First District. First District places the name of Mark Dvorak for the position of Department Sergeant at Arms, Department of Minnesota. Second District. Second District passes. Third District.
Third District seconds the nomination. Mark Dvorak.
Third District seconds the nomination of Mark Dvorak. Fourth District.
Fourth District seconds the nomination.
Fourth District seconds the nomination of Mark Dvorak for the position of Department Sergeant at Arms, Department of Minnesota. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, we move on to roll call of nominations for the position of Board of Publications, Department of Minnesota. Fifth District, what is your pleasure?
Fifth District probably nominates past Department Commander Virgil Pershing.
Fifth District nominates, places in the name Virgil Pershing for the position of Board of Publications, Department of Minnesota. Sixth District.
Sixth District passes.
Sixth District passes. Seventh District.
Seventh District passes.
Seventh District passes. Eighth District.
Eighth District passes.
Eighth District passes. Ninth District. Ninth District, second nomination of Virgil Pershing. 10th District.
10th District seconds the nomination for Virgil Pershing.
10th District seconds the nomination. First District.
First District passes.
First District passes. Second District.
Second District seconds the nomination.
Second District seconds the nomination. Third District.
Third District passes.
Third District passes. Fourth District.
Fourth District seconds the nomination for Virgil Pershing.
Fourth District seconds the nomination for Virgil Pershing for the position of Board of Publications, Department of Minnesota. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing on, moving on to the roll call and nominations for 2 delegates at large. Fifth District, what is your pleasure?
Fifth District, ask the chair to recognize Dennis DeLong.
Oh, sorry. The chair recognizes Dennis DeLong for the purposes of a nomination.
The Fifth District nominates member of Hutchinson Post, Roger Olson, for delegate at large. Currently serves as vice chairman of National Resolution, Strategic Long Range Planning Committee secretary. Third District Finance Officer, past department commander, 1997-98.
Thank you, Fifth District. Fifth District places in the name Roger Olson for one of the 2 delegates at large to represent the Department of Minnesota. Sixth District, what is your pleasure?
Sixth District respectfully requests that the chair recognize her husband for the nomination.
The chair recognizes her reason for living for the purposes of a nomination.
I'd like to place a nomination for delegate at large, Wayne Gilbertson. Wayne's done an outstanding job. Bill, he's past membership director. He's held almost every position in our post, including our commander, and also been an outstanding bar manager for us for many years. After this week, or last 2 weeks, I think we're going to rename him Nana of the North for doing all the hard work and making it he's done.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you, Sixth District. Sixth District places the name of Wayne Gilbertson for one of 2 delegate positions at large for the Department of Minnesota. Seventh District.
Second District, seconds the nomination of Wayne Gilbertson.
Seventh District seconds the nomination of Wayne Gilbertson. Eighth District.
Eighth District passes.
Eighth District passes. Ninth District.
Ninth District seconds the nomination of Wayne Gilbertson.
Ninth District seconds the nomination of Wayne Gilbertson. 10th District.
10th District passes.
10th District passes. First District.
First District seconds the nomination of Roger Olson.
First District seconds the nomination of Roger Olson. Second District.
Second District passes.
Second district passes. Third district.
Third district seconds the nomination of Roger Olson.
Third district seconds the nomination of Roger Olson. Fourth district.
Fourth district seconds the nomination of Wayne Gilbertson.
Fourth district seconds the nomination of Wayne Gilbertson. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I move on to the last and final roll call for nominations, and that is for 5 alternates at large.
Graduate Don Hayden, duly elected member of Post 108. Commander?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to allow the department commander to fill the 5 alternate delegates at large.
Is that a motion?
That sure is.
Do I have a second? That would be Ludwig out of the 3rd district. Okay. I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Okay, that's done. I have one, yeah? Okay, oh, that's right. Let the judge advocate.
Madam Commander, this is the time where we would give the lengthy voting instructions on the marking of the ballots and what we need to do from here. We can speed the process up by for the department by entertaining a motion to suspend the rules, and we have a.
Okay, I understand. We have someone that would make that motion. Bob Rowe.
Commander, there being no contested positions at this election, to make a motion that we suspend the rules and vote for all positions in my district on Saturday morning.
I have a motion to suspend the rules. Is there a second? Second, Dennis Hinkemeyer, 9th District. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Okay.
So that means we do not need to, at the end of the convention here today, we do not need to go to the voting booth. You're free to go whatever your evening activities take you to.
All right. Let's keep in mind, you have a parade yet, and we do have a couple of announcements. First of all, if you're in room 258, you probably do not have your keys. Keys for room 258 were turned into the front desk. So if you're in the room, you may want to go see the people at the front desk. This was brought to you by the American Legion. There you go.
All those that will be involved in tomorrow's installation, the candidates, please meet briefly afterwards. We're going to go over the script and the process of that so that we get it all together so we can do a walkthrough. We'll do a walkthrough. If you're a candidate for a position, you'll be involved in the installation process tomorrow. So if we could meet up here afterwards, thank you.
Okay, with that, if there's nothing else to come before this, we are going to retire the colors so that we can reopen them the next morning. Don't forget that the 9th District Band Concert starts promptly at 8:30, and the convention will convene at 9. With that, Sergeant at Arms, would you please have the color guard from New Prague retire the colors? Oh, I forgot the benediction. Good. I forgot the benediction. Hmm? Benediction. Sorry, Chaplain. Yeah. We'll pray twice tomorrow.
colors. Halt. Left face.
And so,
Order, arms. Present, arms. Color bearers, retrieve the colors. Order, arms. Right shoulder, arm. Right face, single file, forward. Cut. 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 Forward. Cut.
order arms.
We stand dismissed. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, yeah, tomorrow morning. And then we have. But you have the little thing tomorrow morning. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, you have a little ceremony. Okay, good. No, I was thinking about all this other stuff and then, and I just, it's time to let me go.
I thought if I was up here.
Yeah, I know, and I did. I thought, oh, no, he's up here for the benediction. And then it went. Yeah. I am going to run out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if Robbie. Yeah, they can help you see it. Oh, okay.